What's going on, everybody? It's the Spartan or Ginger Viking here today with another video. And today's video will be on how to set up your lightweight rucksack from a bare frame. This will include the cargo straps, the shoulder board, and how to mount it in high position and low position. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the first thing I want to go over is what you're basically going to need to be able to mount it in the high position and or the low position. And what your basic things are that the lightweight rucksack consists of. Now I'm missing two straps, and that's your horizontal mid strap and your horizontal high strap. Not a big deal. A lot of guys took and got rid of them and took them off anyway. But I just thought I'd mention that. And those are not crucial straps to making it so you can mount your ruck high or low. Just wanted to say that. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need your frame. And the frame is pretty much the same frame no matter what model of rucksack there is. There's multiple different ones if you didn't know. I believe there's a P54 all the way to the P68, which is the model that I have. The only difference in the frame is that I believe the P54 and the P55 are welded, and the later models are riveted like mine. Not a big deal. They all have the same, hooks and whatever you want to call them, brackets. So you'll need that. You'll also obviously need your lightweight rucksack itself. You're going to need your two cargo straps. Okay. The two buckles for the two cargo straps you're going to need. You're going to need your third cargo strap, the one that's built in with the buckle and all in one. And then, of course, you're going to need your shoulder boards. So those are the basic things that you're going to need for your lightweight rucksack in order to be able to mount it correctly and properly in either position, or even just use it as a basic lightweight ruck. All right, so the first step is you're going to take your shoulder board lower part of the strap, and you're going to take the outermost loop here, okay? I'm holding this weird just so I can film it and do it with one hand. And you're going to loop this through like this, right? And if you're not familiar with how these work, you take the loop end, feed it through, then you take your loose end, you feed it through the loop end, okay? And then you pull it nice and tight. I like to get mine as straight as I can and as tight as I can, so that way it looks like this. So both ends, I did the other end off camera just so we're not wasting time, all right? Next, you're going to take your shoulder board, just like this one's attached, and you're going to go on the innermost loop, innermost rivet or buckle. And the way I like to do it is I like to go the back side forward like this. Okay, bring it through. Okay, and then you go. Again, it's a little awkward doing it with one hand and while doing it on camera. Up through. I like to put these ones a little bit tighter and then use the bottom end to then adjust. Other people might have a different way, but then also I like to take it. So there you go. You got, now the shoulder boards are on. You then take the bottom of the shoulder boards and the buckle here, and you'll then feed it through here. I'm going to go through with some of these very basic steps because we're all learning, and some people might not know the very basics. So we're going to take it very slow, and again, I'll have timestamps down below. So if you want to skip to a certain part or you want to know a certain thing, you can all do that. So now you feed it through. So now your shoulder boards are attached. I've also seen guys who prefer to put the shoulder boards on the outer ring as well, or the outer brackets, because their shoulders are a little wider. I'm a smaller built guy other than my belly. So I like to have them at the by the books and have them in the center one. All right, so now that you have your shoulder boards attached, the next thing you're going to do is attach your cargo buckle straps. Now this will change depending on if it's a high mount or a low mount. I'm going to show you guys how to do the low mount first, and then I'll show you guys how to do the high mount. So you take it with the arc of the rucksack facing you, or the part you're going to be wearing facing you. You then take your buckle and you feed it towards you like that. And as I said before, you take your loop end, put the buckle end through, and then pull it nice and tight. Okay, make sure your buckle is facing the right way, which is towards the outside of your rucksack. Makes it easier to mount. Okay, so then now that's how you have your cargo strap buckles. You have your shoulder boards. After that, you take your cargo straps, again with the arc facing you feed it through towards you, pull as much as you need just to get it, and you feed it through just like your lower ends to the shoulder boards. Okay, and then you would feed it through the buckle. I'm going to do that off camera just to not waste some time. Now that you have all 3 cargo straps attached, this is what they should look like. Of course, you don't want any dangling straps out in the field, so you'd cinch these up or tie these up so that way they're not dangling. Of course, with cargo on it, it would be a lot shorter. But anyway, this is what it should look like now that you have the 3 cargo straps on. Next, we'll get to actually how to mount the lightweight rucksack in the low position. Alright, so now that you have your cargo straps, your shoulder boards, and everything else on other than the waistband, this is what you need to do. You need to take your lightweight rucksack's top strap that's attached to the ruck and feed it through the little metal little metal buckle here. So feed it through, okay, over the top of this. I go in the center of the 2 cargo straps, over the top. You take the bottom buckle around the bottom of the frame. Don't worry about getting it as tight as you can now. You're not ever gonna get it as tight as you can. But get it as much as you can. Put your thumb behind there. Hold it steady. Hold it nice and tight. Okay. So now your frame, your pack is hooked up to the frame. Your next step is to turn it on either side, and you have these little buckles here. You have, well, not buckles, but you have a buckle here and a strap here, and these attach to your frame. So you want to put that through. I usually put them through here on this part of the frame, the thicker part. Wrap it through, and this way, these are the bag cinches to keep your bag from, moving too much, shifting left and right. So you just feed these through on both sides, and there you go. The bag is hooked up to the frame on the low mounted position. Alright, now that we've covered the basics on the lightweight rucksack, and we've also covered how to mount it in the low position, we're going to move to the more complicated way to mount it, which is in the high position. Now, you don't really need to do too much to mount it in the high position. You just need to think out of the box and use the straps and buckles that you have to your at your disposal in a little bit different of a way than you'd think. So, you're going to use the cargo strap buckles that I was telling you about before and keep them right where they are, right at the top of the frame. You're then going to use the lightweight rucksack straps itself. You're going to use the top strap that the lightweight rucksack has. Keep it fed through the buckle like I showed before. And feed it into the lightweight rucksack cargo buckle strap right here, as you can see. Alright? Then you're going to take the cargo straps that I was telling you about that usually attach to the midsection of the frame. And you're going to move them down to the lowest most rail on the frame. Okay, so the cargo straps, again, go to the lowest most rail on the frame. You're then going to use the bottom set of straps that the lightweight rucksack provides, which have the buckle right here. And you're going to use these cargo straps to cinch the bottom of the rucksack down, which also allows you to use the cargo straps for anything that you might want to carry at the bottom of the ruck. So anyway, I also have the rucksack shelf in use as well. But that's pretty much all you need to do to mount it in the high position. There's probably different ways to do it, or more complicated, or even more simpler ways. But all you have to do is change out the 2 straps, and you have your ruck mounted high, and then change the 2 straps, and you have it mounted low. So if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, drop them down below. If you have a different way of doing it, link me to your video or explain it in the comment sections. I always love to hear new ways to set up my gear or learn a more simple way or a better way. So if you did like the video, please consider leaving it a like, and please subscribe, and please turn the notification bell on. I know you hear a lot of YouTubers saying that, but it really does help me. It motivates me and keeps me wanting to make the videos, because I know that the content is helping someone out there, and that's the main reason why I do this, is because we're all on a path of learning and getting better. So guys, I'm going to sign off. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.